Welcome back to What's in My Shoe.
Hi.
I'm your host, Rena Walker.
I am Kristen Thomason.
Co-host.
Co-host.
And
Or just another host.
Or another host, yeah.
We could be both hosts.
Or we're both co-hosts.
I like that.
Co-hosts.
Co-hosts. Welcome back to week 2 of America's favorite podcast, What's in My Shoe.
You guys gave us a lot of love and support.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, I will take the time and energy to put this podcast on, all the podcast places. Apple Music, Podcast, Spotify, Google,
SoundCloud,
Napster, Kazaa,
LimeWire. Maybe we could make little CDs of it and give them to people outside the Come and Go.
Outside the Aldi.
Outside of the Aldi.
Which we are probably going to enjoy some Aldi chicken strips tonight for dinner.
So that's kind of our plan for dinner is we've got some chicken strips in the fridge that are from Aldi that we haven't gotten to really dig into yet.
Now, for those of you who haven't listened to What's in My Shoe, let me tell you a little bit about what our podcast is about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Kristen is going to put some kind of item in my shoe. It could be anything.
Right.
It could be a coin.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a knife.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a variety of items.
It could be a scorpion.
It could be a scorpion. It could be 5 scorpions.
Yes.
And then I'm going to put the shoe on, and I have to guess what's in my shoe.
Right.
If you didn't listen to last week, well, spoiler alert, I had a tiny bottle of Tabasco in my shoe.
Mm-hmm. This is our new segment on What's in My Shoe, and it's called What Was in My Shoe the Week Before, or What's Been in My Shoe, where we make an entire list of all of the things that I've put in Rena's shoe. So with week 1, we had a tiny bottle of Tabasco, and now we're going to be moving on to week 2. I have your shoes here right next to me, and I have placed an item from our home into the shoe.
Now, can you tell me a little bit about your thought process when picking out items?
A lot of times what I like to do when I am looking for items for you is I like to find something that is not going to be entirely obvious when you put it on. I want something that has kind of an air of mystery about it that you're not going to guess right away. Something that you might not see every day in our home, but that, if you maybe think about it enough, it's always been there.
That makes sense. And I mean, we want to make it intriguing for you, the listener.
The listener, right.
Should we take a quick little break to talk about the real reason we're here?
Right, absolutely.
The Aldi.
The Aldi. So, we didn't go to Aldi this week because we have our...
We're going to be out of town.
Right, we're going to be out of town. My favorite thing about this podcast is how we tell everybody where we are every week at certain times. So
I will be sleeping tonight at 11 p.m. In my home in Fargo, North Dakota.
Right.
So if you want to find me, that's where I'll be.
Mm-hmm. If you want to come to our home.
Please don't, though. That's our sleeping hours.
That's when we do our naps for extended period of time. Extended period.
The night nap.
Yeah, the night nap. So, we didn't go to Aldi today because we have our bachelorette party this weekend. We're literally leaving for Minneapolis tomorrow afternoon to meet with some friends that we haven't seen for, we see them sporadically, but our entire gang of friends is getting together for the first time in years. And this is literally the only thing that I can think of that would pull us away from our true love, the Aldi, and grocery shopping.
Truly.
there.
And we might still make a visit this weekend. Who knows? Sunday is a holy day.
Yeah.
It is SummerSlam. So
yes, we do have SummerSlam from WWE this weekend. But so we're down, but we're not out with the Aldi this week.
But I bet you the Aldi had some great finds that are there today, gone tomorrow.
Yep.
So Aldi, if you are listening, please, we would love
a sponsorship.
Aldi,
please.
We will not allow anyone else to air advertisements on What's in My Shoe unless you decline us.
In which case we can start airing advertisements on What's in My Shoe.
Yeah, but until you decline us, we will only be praising the Aldi.
Which I have some thoughts about the Aldi at our ad break coming up here.
Oh, I thought this was the ad break. Are we going to do another ad break?
No, this can be the only ad break. What did you think about the Aldi tzatziki sauce? Which is one of the Aldi like quick finds. Like you only get that every once in a while because we go to the Aldi every week, and the tzatziki sauce has never been there.
This is the first time we've ever seen it. Probably will be the last time, or at least the only time we'll see it in the next 6-month period.
Right.
Probably the only time we'll see it this quarter.
Right.
Wow. It was great. It was
Blew me away.
great consistency. Went really good with the veggies we were eating. It was everything you want.
It was refreshing.
It was refreshing
It was
on a hot
refreshing.
summer's
It wasn't
day.
super heavy. Again and again, they blow me away. So,
Thank you, Aldi.
thank you, Aldi. So, I guess kind of without further ado, should we pop this bad boy on?
Yeah, let's pop the shoe on.
Okay, and I'm going to need you to, here, give me your foot.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to need you to close your eye.
All right, my eyes are closed.
Reno's eyes are closed. We can confirm Reno's eyes are closed.
I feel the object already, and my foot is barely in my shoe.
Okay, so we're getting the shoe on. All right. Should we put on your comparison shoe too?
Yes, please.
Okay, here, that one doesn't have anything in it.
Okay, this feels strange.
It's a bit odd.
I've got some thoughts on it.
Okay.
Okay.
So maybe start by describing to our audience at home what you feel.
It feels like
This one definitely has more of a sound profile than the Tabasco
Here.
sauce. That is not what a normal shoe sounds like, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
right. That's what's in my shoe right now, whatever that is.
Tweet your guesses to our Twitter.
Oh shit! I haven't
At
started the Twitter.
What's in my shoe? Please sponsor us, Aldi.
Thank you, Aldi.
Do you think that's a? How about at What's in my shoe? Please sponsor us, Aldi.
We're gonna play around with that. We'll get you that info.
It'll be in the description of this, and then tweet your guesses.
Yeah, go ahead and make
Because we're gonna make a Twitter.
We're gonna make a Twitter because we gotta get this thing out there. How's the Aldi gonna find out about us if
Right.
we don't? Okay. This feels like a bag of some kind.
Okay.
It reminds me of when you go to the Party City and you get the helium balloons and when they deflate. It feels like that.
It's kind of got that texture.
Yeah. Can I play some 20 questions with you here?
Okay, I'm ready.
Is this object something you found in the kitchen?
Yes.
Is this object edible?
Yes.
Is this object... Is it something that contains something edible, or is the object that is on my foot edible?
You could not take this object out of your shoe and eat it. It is.
But
what
does
is-
it hold
it
something
holds
edible?
something edible. Yes.
This wouldn't be the bag of string cheese, would it?
It is not the bag of string cheese.
Okay. Fridge item?
No.
It didn't feel cold, but I figured I should eliminate that. Pantry item?
Yes. As in that pantry?
The pantry?
No. No.
But it would be in the cupboards?
Yes.
Okay. Is it in the cupboard above the coffee machine?
No.
Is this a bag of tea?
No. But you're hot with that.
Now, this isn't an empty wrapper. It has something inside.
It has something inside it. And when you think you have your official guess, you need to let me know so I can go get my kalimba.
We gotta start having that ready right
No,
away.
I think it's a good joke for me to have to get up and get my kalimba every time.
I'm still trying to figure it out. It's really hard to discern when you're feeling through a sock. Mm-hmm. So you got the sock texture on top of another item. You don't really get a good feel. Maybe I
Yeah.
should stop wearing socks when I do this.
I feel like that's going to give you an unfair advantage.
You're right, that will. So it's close to tea, but it wasn't tea.
Correct.
Is this some emergency?
It is not.
Why don't you go get your kalimba? Because I'm probably going to have my official guess eventually.
Okay.
While she's getting the kalimba, here's more of that shoe sound. Okay. Have we tuned it? Is it still out of tune? Ooh, yeah.
No, I just played the wrong chord.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
Okay. So it's not tea. It's not emergency, but I'm in the right path. Is it hot cocoa?
That is what's in your shoe.
Wow.
You did it.
I'm going to take it out here. I'm going to take a look at it. Oh, yeah. Package is really smushed down for my foot. Oh, it's the s'mores flavor.
It's a s'mores flavor, Lando Lakes
which
hot
you can't get at the
chocolate.
Aldi.
Which you cannot get at the Aldi.
You can get
that
hot
is not
cocoa.
their brand.
You can get hot cocoa.
But not the Lando Lakes hot cocoa.
Wow. That was a challenge. But I feel like it was easier to guess than the Tabasco.
Yeah. So I
Tabasco.
think maybe we should just do a quick like roundabout where we maybe share our experiences with hot cocoa.
Yeah. Love it in the winter. Right now? No, thank you.
Are you a milk with hot cocoa or a water with hot cocoa guy?
I would like to do milk, but as you know, my tummy.
Reno's got Crohn's disease. This episode is co-sponsored.
No, it's not sponsored by, because I don't want Crohn's to be sponsored by me.
It's co-sponsored by Crohn's disease?
I hate that guy.
Yeah.
I will not give Crohn's disease any thumbs ups. Only thumbs
What's our
downs.
minute mark right now?
We're at about the 11 minute.
Okay.
Almost 12.
Okay, good. My experiences with hot chocolate is I don't like it. I've been saying hot cocoa, and I realized that I hate when people call it hot cocoa because I was a barista for 10 years before I became a licensed domestic violence advocate in the state of North Dakota.
Hold on, I gotta kick this cat away from chewing cords.
Cats
okay, we're safe.
are not allowed in the studio, Vern.
Unprofessional.
Unprofessional behavior, Vern. So I used to work at a coffee shop, and one of the things that I really did not like is I found that oftentimes people who had kind of an air of pretentiousness and privilege about them would take and they would order a hot chocolate, and instead they would say hot cocoa, and they would always be getting it for their kind of slimy kid who would get all their like kid juice and stickiness all over the pastry case, and I would always have to Windex afterwards.
You know what's the opposite of hot cocoa?
Huh.
Ice cold lemonade.
Right.
I think that's all I got.
Okay. Well, this concludes episode 2 of What's in My Shoe. Do you think that this one was better or worse than the last episode?
I feel pretty good about it.
I think the fact that we're both physically exhausted.
I think it's going to add a lot to it.
It's going to add a lot to it, and I'm going to hope that our viewers at home really, really enjoyed it.
I hope you guys enjoy it. Go to the Aldi. Tell me about your Aldi finds.
Yeah, tell me about your Aldi finds. Starting next week, actually, I've got my first fan question for you, Reno.
Oh, we have a fan question.
And starting next week, I want you guys to start tweeting your fan questions.
So starting when we post this episode.
So, and Reno and I...
Hit us on the socials.
Reno and I will answer one fan question a week.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to just take a quick time to Google fan questions.
I really love how unproduced our show is.
Yeah, me too.
We're just on the fly.
Okay. I'm just going to look up questions.
Oh, you didn't have one? I thought you had a real one. Are you just Googling one?
So I'm going to look up questions for first dates.
Okay. Because our listeners are our first dates. Second date.
All of our listeners are our partners. Everybody who listens to this podcast.
We are all married.
You all are legally allowed to date me. And I will not be allowed to say no. And neither will Reno. So you're automatically all of our boyfriends, girlfriends, partners, anything in between or anything neither, you know.
Get ready to see some artsy movies. Because that's my date.
That's kind of what it's like.
You don't want to go out with me.
Reno, my question for you from our valued listener.
What website is this from?
No, this is a valued listener who tweeted at us last week at our non-existent Twitter account. His name is Smret.
Smret.
Smret Darrells.
Smret Darrells, okay. What does Smret say?
Smret asks, what's the most embarrassing thing you can remember that's ever happened to you?
Oh boy, Smret. Well, we're out of time. We hit that 15-minute mark, Smret. Get it in early next time.
No, Reno, tell the audience at home what's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you. It's time for the fan questions with Smret.
Oh, Smret's going to ask it every week.
Smret is asking every fan question.
Okay.
Just kidding. Tweet your fan questions, please. Smret is kind of a pervert, and I don't want him to tweet
You don't want to help Smret
I don't want to talk to Smret anymore. He wants to know my secrets.
As he's asking me.
Yes.
Most embarrassing thing to happen. I mean, I have a lot of pretty embarrassing things happen a lot. So I don't know if I could, single out a single one. I don't know if this is embarrassing, but I have a tale I can tell.
Okay.
So recently I went into the bathroom at work and I was sitting on the toilet, pants down.
Because of your Crohn's disease.
Because of my Crohn's disease. And what do I see coming right at me from out of the little tiny hole? I see a spider crawling at me while I have my pants around my ankles. I almost cried. So I don't know if that's embarrassing or just terrifying.
He came to you while you were naked and afraid.
He came to me while I was naked, afraid, and vulnerable.
Okay, I'm really sorry to hear about that. Here, Smret has a fan question for me, too.
Oh, okay.
There's only like 6 on there.
Know any good jokes? Smret's question of the day.
Smret asks a shoe question. So a pirate walks into a bar, and he has a peg leg, an eye patch, and a hook for a hand. Classic pirate attire. And he goes up to the bartender and he says, "Get me a grog." And the bartender gets him a grog, and he said, "Hey, I noticed that you got a peg leg there. What's going on there?" And he's like, "Well, me first crew mutinied me, and it was a shark infested day in the waters, and they got a couple of nips in, so now I have to walk around with this old peg leg for the rest of me life." And the bartender says, "Oh, that's too bad, man. What about the hook that you have for a hand?" And the pirate takes another sip of his grog, and he's like, "Well, me scoundrel enemy on the other ship, we were so hard fighting with our cutlasses, and he got a couple of good swings in, and he lobbed off my hand real quick like during a fight." And the bartender says, "Oh, that stinks, man. Well, I mean, while we're on kind of the roll, what happened to your eye?" And he's like, "Well, it was a blustery day out on the ship, and I was looking out at the rain, surveying the landscape, and a drop of water got in my eye." And he said, "Well, how'd you lose your eye? That made you lose your eye?" And the pirate says, "No, it was me first day with the hook." Was that good?
That was good.
That was my one joke. That's the only joke I know.
Well, everybody, that's it for this week's episode.
Thanks for your question, Smert.
Thanks, Smert. Never talking to you again, Smert.
Smert, stop tweeting at us. Stop asking for pictures of our cat's feet. That's freaking weird, Smert.
Smert, it's disturbing. You need help, pal.
Smert, I'm not giving you my social security number.
All right, we got to wrap because we said 15 minutes was going to be the max, and we're almost at 20. So thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.